Halloween is a special time of year for people of all ages. The holiday has become an internationally loved celebration of ghosts, pumpkins, and things that go bump in the night. It's rare to find a home nowadays that doesn't decorate at all, and while some keep it simple, there are others that seem to go all out for this scary night. In these cases, the decorations were a little too terrifying. These are 5 real dead bodies that were mistaken as innocent Halloween decorations. Number 1. The beaten body. 31-year-old Rebecca Cade's body was seen by neighbors and passerbys for nearly a full day. The body was seen as a horrifying and realistic Halloween decoration hanging from a fence at an electric power substation. A neighbor explained the body, which she thought was a zombie-like prop, as the worst Halloween scene straight out of a horror movie. It wasn't realized that this was more than a plastic prop until a man walking his dog smelled something coming directly from the alleged decoration, and also noticed that it was hanging from a shirt instead of some other form of suspension, as most other props do. Rebecca Cade had been severely beaten by her boyfriend at the time. She made an escape, but got caught up on the fence while trying to jump it. She died, likely from blood loss or brain damage while hanging there. Her face was apparently so badly beaten and disfigured that her gender couldn't even be determined until she was at the coroner's office. According to investigations, she was beaten with a large rock that was found at the end of a blood trail that she created before getting stuck on the fence. Her boyfriend was arrested, and every witness that had disregarded her as a decoration probably has thought twice ever since. Number 2. Haunted Hayride.
A Lakewood, New Jersey haunted ride where customers would ride the back of a tractor quickly became more of a real-life crime scene than a fun horror show. The ride would take passengers by several different frightening scenes, one of which was a set of gallows where teenager Brian Jewell would give a short speech pretending to hang. The noose was not one meant to tighten, and his feet could still touch the ground. On an October Saturday evening in 1990, the tractor driver had a trailer full of about 40 passengers when he passed by Brian. Brian did not give his usual speech and did not jump. He just seemed to be standing in place. This alerted the driver, and when management went to check out the scene, they found that Brian had been dead for several hours. His feet were touching the ground as usual, but the noose was tightened around his neck. It was never clarified whether Brian committed suicide or if there was some sort of foul play involved. But the idea of at least 40 people, children included, driving past this body with no idea is pretty chilling.
Number 3. A mailman's worst nightmare. The family of 46-year-old family man Dale Porch was outraged when they found that their mailman had passed their loved one's dead body without batting an eye. The middle-aged Denver man had been working overnight when he came home and died suddenly on his front steps. The man died around 9 a.m. and the family discovered his body at roughly noon. When they found his body, they also found their mailbox to be full, meaning their mail carrier had left the mail without calling for help or offering assistance. According to Porch's sister-in-law, the mailman would have had to step over Dale's body to continue his route. The carrier explained to his supervisor and the family that he assumed the body was part of a Halloween decoration. These events were only a week after Halloween, and Dale was wearing several layers of clothing to fight the cold. According to the carrier and other witnesses, he seemed more like a stuffed dummy than a dead person, and several homes in the area did still have their decorations up. The Postal Service also vouched for the carrier, saying he wasn't the type to walk past someone without helping unless he truly believed it to be a prop. The family of Dale Porch was, nonetheless, outraged.
Number 4. Beheaded. Just a few days before Halloween of 2014, a 30-year-old man beheaded his mother and committed suicide by jumping in front of a train a few miles away. The man apparently severed his 60-year-old mother's head with a knife, then carried her head and body out to their front yard. He left the body in place and kicked the head like a ball for a few feet before abandoning it. Apparently, neighbors and passing cars saw part of this event, but assumed it was some sort of Halloween decoration or prank as the holiday was so close. One neighbor even began tapping the head to see if it was real. Most importantly, they didn't think their neighbor was capable of something so sinister. Her body wasn't discovered until hours after her son jumped in front of the train, and police went to her home to inform her of his suicide. A clear motive was never determined, but it was considered a domestic issue, and the man was believed to be suffering from a serious mental disorder, among other things.
Number 5. Porch Prop. Perhaps one of the most well-known forms of Halloween decor is the porch or swing dummy. People all over create stuffed dummies out of pillows and old clothes, which they later prop in a sitting position on their porch or front swing. Another form of this trend is someone dressing up like a prop and jumping up to scare trick-or-treaters. This kind of scary decoration is exactly what the corpse of 75-year-old Mustafa Zaid was mistaken for. Apparently, the elderly man decorated his small apartment balcony every year, and neighbors just assumed that this year he decided to add a new touch. He was slumped over slightly in his chair on his third-floor balcony, with blood seeping from his eye. The body was in full view of neighbors, but no one thought much of it as Halloween was close approaching. Even news reporters and cameramen claimed the body looked unreal, especially from a distance. The elderly man had shot himself in the head in an apparent suicide. His body went undiscovered for at least 3 days, if not more. The cases you just heard will probably make you think twice next time you see a very realistic looking Halloween decoration. And if you somehow don't know who my friend Mr. Nightmare is, who joined me on this video, please take the time to check out his channel. He makes amazing content that I genuinely enjoy. His channel link will be in the description. Please be safe this Halloween. There's been tons of crazy stuff going on this October. If you've ever had a scary experience on Halloween in the past, please send your story to my email in the description for a chance at me using it on my channel. I'll try to get a new scary stories video up for you guys soon, and thanks for watching.